Welcome to Event Photography. I will make the assumption that you have photography experience or will utilize our other training videos to familiarize yourself with the camera gear and how to manipulate settings discussed later. If you have no experience, do not fear. We have hired many from all walks of life that have been quite successful. A good attitude, energy, professionalism, and willingness to learn will get you up to speed quickly. Because we specialize in event photography, we have taken steps to make it easy for you to be successful. I will cover all the basics of what you need to know, and our support staff will help with any questions you may have. We provide everything you need and ask that you simply bring a great attitude and take lots of great photos. Your gear consists of a camera with flash, a lanyard containing a sample photo, as well as a cheat sheet with maps, contact info, schedules, and camera settings. In addition, you will be supplied sets of photo ID cards that instruct fans on how to retrieve their photos. First-time shooters will also have new hire paperwork to fill out. When you arrive, you will sign out your equipment by recording camera and accessory serial numbers, as well as ensuring you have fully charged camera and flash batteries, a formatted SD card, and that everything is in working order. A sheet will be supplied to record the information, and we will ask you for your driver's license to hold while you utilize the equipment. In addition, make note of your shooter number and familiarize yourself with section assignments and location schedules. If necessary, assemble your lanyard. The first piece to make note of is the photo sample. It provides you credibility with fans as well as showcasing the custom borders we offer with every photo. It also samples the composition we are seeking when you photograph fans. Note that all the photos are shot landscape. Our borders are created that way to allow for a wider shot that captures the ambiance. It is important to stage the background. Our focus is to capture fans in areas of the stadium that provide a fond memory. Position yourself to include backgrounds of the field, statues, signs, or other things that might showcase the event. A picture of somebody against a plain wall just doesn't tell a story. Be mindful of your angles and move your feet to position yourself for the best shot. If you haven't already, be sure to review the video that explains camera functions and how to adjust settings. The cheat sheet within your lanyard contains both outdoor and indoor settings. Many years and multiple locations have provided us the experience to hone camera settings that offer the best chance to capture photos in ever-changing conditions. Camera and flash technology has also continued to improve, and auto settings are much more dependable than in the past. We provide you with two settings based on bright or dark lighting conditions. We utilize auto features, but do give you some control as clouds, roof overhang, or bright backlight in dark areas may impact your picture taking. Familiarize yourself with the two main settings, and when in doubt, shoot a test shot prior to engaging a fan. When shooting, strive to remain consistent with your distance. We base settings on a range of 8 feet between the photographer and the fans. Your camera will generally be set on our most common outdoor settings when you begin shooting. Outdoor or bright light scenarios have us choose a low ISO of 200. We shoot with programmed auto, otherwise known as P mode. This means the camera automatically adjusts aperture and shutter speed for optimal exposure. We set the camera for auto white balance and TTL on the flash. Our most common indoor or lower light settings include a higher ISO of 800 to 1000. We switch to aperture priority or A mode. This means we select the aperture and the camera automatically adjusts the shutter speed for optimal exposure. We remain on auto white balance and TTL on the flash. These settings provide optimal exposure, but it is expected that you review your shots and adjust the shutter if necessary. Also on the settings card will be schedules and locations that you are assigned. We create zones in every stadium and work to ensure that you are not competing with other photographers, as well as ensuring each fan has an opportunity to have their picture taken. We will provide you contact information for managers and support. Always feel free to call or text when you have questions. I will mention that in many stadiums during game times, phone service becomes quite poor and text messaging is typically the best method of communication. We ask that you frequently check your phone for notifications or requests to inform us of your shot count. We do expect a minimum shot count for each event. We provide you a low-risk opportunity while we take on the bulk of the risk in both cost and guaranteed revenue to the stadium. We rely on your efforts to capture photos. It is a game of numbers, and low counts tie up equipment that must be paid for in full regardless of its use. As we see it, the more photos you take, the more you and the company benefit. We will continue to challenge you, but you will directly receive the financial benefit of higher numbers. Finally, on your card is also some pointers to help you acquire more photos and to help you and us stay organized. Notes will vary per location and may change game to game. Be sure to review at each event. The next part of your gear is the ID cards. This allows the fans to find their photos. We utilize a variety of cards, but the most common is the gallery card. This is the easiest type for you to manage. When using gallery cards, all photos are combined into a gallery consisting of 50 to 100 photos. A typical set of cards you would carry would be something like Gallery 100, 110, 120, and so on. The benefit is that you don't have to burn a card if you take a test shot or be as diligent in keeping cards in order to ensure photo numbers match the cards. You simply take a zoomed photo of the gallery card at arm's length prior to beginning a new set of cards. It is best to shoot the galleries in order, meaning don't shoot 100, then 130, and then back to 110. Another benefit of gallery cards is the ability to hand out multiple cards to a group. If you shoot what you feel is a couple, you could simply hand them one card. But if, say you shoot a group of 3 guys, you could hand each of them a card and your photo numbers won't be impacted. If your event does utilize a unique ID card, your manager will review the process. But it is easy to figure out that each card represents a specific photo and thus requires far more diligence on organization and attention. Next, I will discuss a few expectations that are common no matter what the event. Some of these may be a repeat, but they are important, so we stress them. First, be professional. You represent Jowdy Photography, the stadium, and yourself. Examples of professionalism include arriving on time, adhering to dress code, being careful with equipment, being courteous to fans, management, stadium staff, and your peers. Second, be energetic. Have fun and make it fun for the fans. It is an exciting day and we should all share in it. Move with purpose and utilize your feet. Don't tell fans to move to a spot if you can walk 10 feet to get a better angle yourself. Third, take good sellable photographs. If someone blinks, shoot it again. Be mindful of drab backgrounds, trash cans, and people walking through your shot. Shoot down towards the field as opposed up towards a concrete wall. Direct people rather than asking them to take a photo. The less you say, the more likely you are to get the shot. A simple, "Hey, squeeze together for a quick photo," works wonders. Also, make it evident that they can look at them online, especially when shooting in the seats. When people notice you are handing out a card rather than taking money, they are far more apt to pose. Just be careful not to mislead them that they are free. Simply explain there is no obligation and that they can view them online. If they ask how much, you can state that we have various price points based on the size and quantity of the packages they wish to order. Then just interject that you will take the photo and give them a card so they can look at the photos later. Additionally, stay in touch. Check your phone or watch and adhere to shot count reporting or section changes on the time schedule. Be aware that cell phones lose power faster during games due to the increased wireless traffic. Charge your phone prior to games and utilize battery packs if you have them. Lastly, to further revisit photo composition, remember that you are not here simply to shoot people. You are shooting fans at a game. It may be their only visit to the stadium, or they may have traveled a large distance and the memory is important to them. Give them something they would frame or place on their desk. Shoot wide at 18 to 20 millimeters and remember that 8-foot distance. Shoot loose as there will be a border placed over the image. We don't want heads cut off. We can always zoom in, but we can't add on. We are happy to have you aboard and hope we develop a mutually beneficial and satisfying relationship. Happy shooting,